Cage Minds, Micah Frankel. We're at Jackson Winks. We got Jodie Esquibel with us, main eventer of Invicta FC, and we're all the way up to its 18, right?
Correct.
Lucky, I thought I was going to forget that one. And it's July 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So a Friday night fight for you, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Main event, how exciting.
It's such a good opportunity, and then I'm really thankful the way things ended up, and I'm thankful for Shannon and Julie and Caitlin and everybody at Invicta for allowing me to headline 18, so it'll be good.
And we knew that what you were waiting for was a big opportunity. Mm-hmm. Main event, number one contender match against undefeated fighter. Is that a big enough opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. They say that you make your own opportunities, and I feel like hard work has led me to this fight, and nothing like seizing the opportunity, so I feel good.
A full-blown non-exhibition fight for you. It's been since 2014. Was the tough experience enough action to make you feel like you've went through a full fight recently?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a full fight, I went through a full camp for it. I was going to fight Angela Hill prior to that. That fight fell through because I was accepted to fight under the Tough House. So I think that time lapse people are really concerned about, but the reality of it is that I feel like I just fought, and I learned more from that experience than any other fight that I've been through. So I feel like I'm not worried about the layoff, if you will.
And then just having been there at the beginning, what was it like for you to sit back and watch this past season?
It was tough, but I was thankful and thankful for the experience that I did have with the show, and there's a group of extremely talented females, and I think they well represented women's MMA. I think it was a good season, and yeah, could I have competed at that level? Do I belong there? Yeah, absolutely. But here I am headlining Invicta, and I think everything happens for a reason.
Now, speaking of that, we get to the fight, Alexa Grasso. Both of you are boxing oriented in your striking games. How much fun do you foresee this matchup being for you?
I think it's a great matchup for me. I think it's a great matchup, but most definitely for me. She's comfortable on her feet, but yeah, so am I. And I don't think she's really. Her last fight was super tough, but the fights before that, I don't really know how tough they were. I don't feel like I've had an easy fight, and that's just the way that my cards have been dealt, and I'm good with that. I think the matchup is great, and I think that it's a great fight for a headliner.
And not speaking about where she came from, but just saying coming up through, regional Mexico, not as developed in the MMA realm, so say that you've had a tougher way all the way around coming up.
Yeah, we've all battled our own roads, I'm sure, and I only feel confident in the road that I've traveled, and the road that's prepared me to get here. I don't know what road she's traveled, but I know that mine's been pretty tough and well-rounded in the MMA world of things. We're here at Jackson's MMA, one of the best schools in the world, so that doesn't hurt it.
Now, having been in these big spotlights, on Tough, everything, how has that prepared you now for the spotlight and everything that's going to come with the main event here?
I've had that question asked a lot. The thing is I don't really remember in the last couple of fights that my fight hasn't been fight of the night. I know that every time that I step in the cage, it's fireworks, whether I plan it that way or not. Added pressure as the main event hasn't been an issue for me. I know that it's going to be a great fight, regardless if it was the first fight or the second fight or the main event. No added pressure. I come to fight, and it'll be great.
And then obviously you have your own style, but what do you think you're going to be able to do differently than her last 3 trips into Invicta to really pressure and test Alexa?
Yeah, I do have my own style. I don't think that she's dealt with anybody as versed as I am, and I think that'll be really easy it's going to be really easy to see that. I feel confident in the game plan. I feel confident in my training. I've had a healthy camp, and I'm really just excited to be able to go and perform.
And then you mentioned you were scheduled once to fight Angela. The winner of this fight should be fighting her. Even before this fight came up, had you thought about, oh, well, maybe it wasn't meant for us to meet. Now the title, it'll make that matchup even sweeter. Do you have any of those thoughts even before this matchup came up?
Yeah, no, I don't really care about the fight after this fight. You know, I have a task in front of me the 29th, and I'll take care of that first, and then we can deal with whatever comes after.
And where do you see, if anything, that there could be, that Alexa could cause problems in this fight? Any area?
I don't see any problems.
Last but not least, who do you got to shout out to and who do you got to thank?
Thank everybody, my family, my friends, my teammates, Jackson's Wink, you know, everybody that's been helping me for this camp. I have a lot of sponsors behind me. One Athletics here in New Mexico has been a big help for me. The Fight Shop here in New Mexico. Damage Control also. All you guys that are doing interviews, you know, that take time to come and talk to silly fighters. And Martial Arts Life, they've been helping me along the way too. A super big help. But more so all the Invicta fight fans, you know, and I'm thankful to Invicta for having me back, and like I said, headlining the card, and it's going to be a great night of fights, and there'll be fireworks.
Invicta FC, the reason to have Fight Pass.
Yeah, absolutely.